Hello, hi, vanakkam, and welcome to episode 4 of Heart to Heart. Let's begin today's episode with a simple question. Have you changed? The answer is, duh, of course I have. Now, if I were to ask you a second question, what caused the change? Some of you would say relationships, some education, a few travel, and a few more heartbreaks. I would say in summary, it's the sum of all the experiences of your life, which is so varied, that makes you evolve into this fine personality. Now, unfortunately, when this evolved persona shares the same space with one generation or even two generations ago, there is nothing that they find common, no common ground. Things that they seemed to enjoy when they were young have now drifted apart so much that they don't even recollect what it looked like, seemed like, smelt like. I am also of the same fabric, but I chose to do one thing differently. A few years ago, I deliberately chose to identify a few strings that still connect me to my past. And even though it's not on the top of my priority, I consciously chose to rekindle those strings that connect me, my past, with my yester generation. And the result was actually a very simple but a happy reunion of past and present, the old and new, the previous generation and this generation. So I want you to take a ride with me to see what I did this summer, which was very simple in my perspective, but something that tugged at my heart. And I hope it does to you too. This is almost like a lost art form. I'm sure that the girl is doing this also just for nostalgia. Well, he's basically a candy man who'd make candies into different shapes, into different desired shapes of our choice. With the sheer nostalgia of just seeing this transported me back into the 90s hot summers, waiting for him to make these on our hands. And we would pop them into our mouth. I can't believe this. My mom was excited like a little child when she saw these colorful bangles and a bangle vendor specifically who could squeeze in those bangles into her hands. And for me, it was a beautiful memory I could recreate. If you're a Gen Z, you'd probably call this trash. But for me, this was precious back in the day. I had a collection of these of various colors, and I even bought one for the fun of it. This was what my summer vacation looked like back in the day. We would walk for hours to reach this one street where there would be a great procession of all the idols of the nearby temples. Today I find it overwhelming, but I can't believe I used to be excited all month long just to visit this. And then the best part of my day was to walk back on the silent streets with my folks. It was as though I'd never grown up, holding my dad's hand, walking hand in hand, remembering the times when I used to wait for my dad to return to work just to spend some time with him. Today, it feels like something that I have to dig to find, to spend a few moments with him. Do you remember the last meal that you savored with your folks? Not just shared the dining table while you scrolled away, but actually savored the meal with them. I realized, like all of you, that it's been really long when I sat down without distraction, looking at them enjoy, chatting about the day that went by, and mindlessly just sitting under a roof and savoring my breakfast and my filter coffee. These blooms, they're not very common. They bloom only in the months of March and April, and my mom is very fond of them. I just realized I hadn't taken note. Neither did I give her the time to pause, sit back, and actually cherish them. This time, we chose to do that.
And it was beautiful to watch her pause as well.